welcome, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Okay, before we get into this material, I do need to tell you that I'm not a medical provider and the FDA has not evaluated these statements that I'm going to say tonight. I'm not intending to diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. I am, though, speaking from my own experience and my own research and my understanding of all the items that I'm going to talk to you about. And if you know me, you know that I am a researcher. I love looking stuff up and getting to know what the real story is. So, and if you have questions about any of this stuff, you can jump in with the audio and you can ask me that way. Otherwise, I feel like there's supposed to be like a chat on the side that I don't see right now. So if anybody knows how to do that, I don't know if you guys see a chat thing on your side.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I can
Yep.
see. Okay, yay. Okay, so if you have a question, you can chat it there too. And if I miss it, then just like wave at me and tell me to look at it. Because I'm looking at my notes and stuff here too. So, okay. So besides the oils, which I'm going to talk about some oils that I use tonight, I'm going to talk about some other topics around like eating whole foods, intermittent fasting, exercising, and using non-toxic products, all with the goal of managing stress and anxiety and the symptoms associated with those things, and then also how to create a daily wellness routine to maintain a healthy immune system overall. So each of those things that I talked about, like definitely could be an entire class just on their own. I'm going to try to not get too deep into any one, but I'm happy to talk about any of them again, if you want to do that. So let me know actually if you do want like a whole class on one of those, we can do that for sure. Okay, so the first thing, eating whole foods. So can we just agree right off the bat, this will save us some time, if we can agree that eating whole foods can provide better and more efficient fuel for your body than processed foods and ultra processed foods. So we love eating whole foods that are just as close to their natural state as possible because of all that good fiber. And the fiber actually is a prebiotic, which is food for the good bacteria that's in your gut. All of the micronutrients, polyphenols, which are non-vitamin chemicals that all have antioxidant value to them, vitamins and minerals that are in whole foods, and then healthy fat contents, like when you think of like healthy fats, avocados and olives and things like that. Naturally occurring whole foods are also very low in sodium. It's when you get into sodium problems when you start consuming a lot of processed and ultra processed foods. Why is sodium bad? Well, sodium can cause hypertension, and that's like something that you hear all the time, but why actually is it bad? Because the system that pumps in your cells is a sodium and potassium pump. And when you have too much sodium, your pump is only working one way. And you have to manage that with having adequate amounts of potassium as well to balance the pump on the other side. So that's why you want your sodium and your potassium to not necessarily like be the same number every day, but they have to be taken in like correct ratios. So that's why you don't want to overload your body with too much sodium, because the energy pumps in your cell just won't work efficiently that way. So that's why we don't want to consume lots of processed and ultra processed foods, because you're consuming way too much sodium and usually lots of bad types of fats. Whole foods don't make you accumulate excess water and bloat. They keep your digestive system moving, if you know what I mean. Healthy immune systems are based in your gut. So doing everything that you can to strengthen the microbiome, which is that good bacteria in your gut, will just help your body do its job. Intermittent fasting. So why I want to mention intermittent fasting is because the science shows that intermittent fasting can reduce inflammation in your body. And that allows you to become a germ-fighting powerhouse when your body isn't concerned about fighting the inflammation that already exists in your body. So how does this all work? When you digest food, you create oxidative stress on your body, and that's a completely normal thing. It's always happened forever and ever. It's part of the natural way that food is broken down into usable bits in your body. Oxidative stress is actually free radicals that are floating around in your body and causing cells to behave abnormally, which increases the inflammation in your body. Your body doesn't know what the inflammation is, so it recruits resources from wherever it can in your body to fight that enemy, the inflammation. So when this happens, your immune system is lowered because part of it is being used in another area that you don't necessarily want it to go. So there's two things that we can do about excess inflammation in your body. One is to intermittent fast, which means giving your body a 12-hour break from eating, and that would be every single day. So some people intermittent fast for up to 16 hours. And that's okay for some people. The science shows that's actually better for men to do 16 hours than it is for women to do 16 hours. For women, the research shows that 12 hours is sufficient to reduce that inflammation in your body and to allow your oxidative stress to lower on a normal day. And number two, we can consume antioxidants to help tie up those excess free radicals so they can't cause damage to the body. And ideally, we're doing both of those things every day. The next thing that we can do to support your overall immune system is moderate exercise. So I don't have time to cite all of the data around exercise, but it's a super well-researched area. It's conclusive that moderate exercise a couple times a week where your heart rate and body temperature are both elevated improves your immune activity, your metabolic health, and exercise has an anti-inflammatory influence mediated actually through multiple pathways. Increased carbohydrates and increased polyphenol intake is an effective nutritional strategy for immune support. And habitual exercise, so that means like incorporating exercise regularly and not just like working out for 2 days and then taking like 30 days off and then going out and trying to run like 6 miles and then taking like another month off. So that won't do it for you. But just practicing moderate amount of exercise several times a week and then just keep doing that. That habitual exercise can regulate your immune system, which will delay the onset of age-related dysfunction. And doesn't that sound awesome too? Okay, so I mentioned also non-toxic products. This is actually straight from the CDC website, that chemicals commonly found in the home and workplace can enter the body through skin. It can damage the immune system, the nervous system, the reproductive system, and or the respiratory system, depending on which chemicals they are. The CDC specifically cites the example that some pesticides can enter the body through the skin and cause damage to the nervous system and possibly lead to death. The other way that we want to manage entry into the body is through airways. Airway sensitization is also a possibility. An allergic reaction of the mucous membrane or airway may result when certain chemicals are inhaled or exposed through the skin. For example, those aerosol air fresheners that people have in their homes, chemical-based and bleach-based home cleaning agents, such as Lysol, 409, even Method that you find at Target, Mrs. Meyer's, 7th generation, and for sure, like personal colognes, perfumes, all of that stuff can cause airway sensitization. So when sensitization and allergic reactions are happening in your body, because of these chemical exposures, your body's immune system is in a weakened state. Because when it's fighting those conditions instead of the viruses, because it's fighting those conditions instead of the viruses and bacteria that are causing your illness. So, sorry, Lucy just came to say hi, so she's over here. Okay, so I'm not saying all of that stuff to scare you guys, but I do want to make you aware of the things in your life that might be damaging your health without you even knowing it, and the things that might be making you feel not very well. So once you get rid of those things that are making you feel sicker and that are lowering your immune system unnecessarily, we can actually get on a path to feeling better and achieving a higher level of baseline wellness. So I know that if I, at any point in the future, like if I'm going to get sick, like I would like to start from a higher line of wellness than like being down here. So I'm doing everything I can, like taking my antioxidants, exercising, intermittent fasting, all that stuff to raise my baseline wellness to a higher level. All right, so let's circle back quick to antioxidants. So you'll hear me say antioxidants all day long, every day. Daily antioxidants are so important for elevating the function of every cell in your body. I just read this study today, actually, which is the largest undertaking of antioxidant assays thus far, with 3,100 items, including foods, beverages, spices, herbs, supplements from all around the world. And the results were that spices, herbs, and supplements include the most antioxidant-rich products in the study, and some were exceptionally high. Berries, fruits, nuts, chocolate, vegetables, and products thereof constitute common foods and beverages with high antioxidant values. And I will note too that the authors of the study say that the numerical value of the antioxidant does not necessarily translate to the bioavailability. So the circumstance under which that food is consumed should be taken into account. And that's going to become important in just another second here. So hold on to that thought. So the highest antioxidant category totaled up with all the foods that they tested. The highest category overall was berries and berry products. So this is why I love this antioxidant, Ningxia Red. It's a blend of berry purees and essential oils. So the berry purees are providing that antioxidant power, and the essential oils are making them more bioavailable. So when we drink 2 to 4 ounces of Ningxia daily, and my kids do this too, they love it. They ask for it all day long. I have to cut them off at 4 ounces each day. But Ningxia every day is a minimum to our wellness routine. Like there's just like no skipping that. The kids, if I happen to forget, the kids will not let me forget for the whole day because they ask for it. You can grab, if I think everyone on here already has their Weil account, so that's awesome. So you can grab Ningxia in an essential rewards kit, which is awesome because it comes with a 2-pack of the bottles and a box of the singles. So you get 30 of these singles too, which are 2 ounces. And these are super convenient to take with you, throw in your purse, like when you actually get to take your purse and go somewhere out of the house. These are great for that. They're great to keep at work. But, you know, when we're home, these are the most economical per ounce to get the bottles. And you can buy the bottles in two bottles, 4, 6, 8. I think I even saw that they added a 12 bottle on there too. So drink your Ningxia every single day. It's gonna make such a difference for your energy, for your digestion, and for your mental clarity. Okay, the next part of a wellness routine is Thieves Essential Oil. Thieves, which we know and love, right? Okay, whenever I talk about Thieves, I just have to smell it too. So, okay, Thieves Essential Oil, it goes into our kids' diffusers every single night to support their bodies, to help them fight any germs that they picked up during the day. Okay, so why is Thieves so good? Well, remember that study I was talking about? The top spices on that antioxidant list were clove, cinnamon, and rosemary. So, and those are 3 of the 5 ingredients that are in Thieves. The other 2 ingredients in Thieves are lemon and eucalyptus. Those have their own awesome properties having to do with respiratory support. And don't we all just need some respiratory support right now too? All right, so you need Thieves in your life. There's just no way around that one. Young Living right now is limiting the number of bottles of Thieves that you can buy at a time. I believe it actually is just like 1 15 ml bottle. You might be able to add a 5 ml Vitality to your order as well. I haven't tried, but when I tried to add 2 to my order this month, they bumped it down to 1 15 ml. And then I didn't try to add a 5 ml to it. Probably should have. So there's a good idea for you. Stick that on your ER order coming up. So thieves oil, not just the oil though, like we use thieves in every single form that we can use it. We use it in the household cleaner. If you don't have the household cleaner yet, this makes, okay, so this is 14 ounces. We dilute 1 ounce up to 30 ounces. So this one concentrate would make like 14, 15 of these huge spray bottles. And one of these bottles lasts us a whole year. We use it to clean our whole house. So it's an awesome investment, super cheap, really, really easy to mix up. I just use filtered water out of my fridge filter to make that. It's an awesome non-toxic plant-based cleaner, good for all surfaces. We use it for countertops, granite, toilets, door handles, toilet flusher handles, etc. They also have a really good hand sanitizer if you haven't used that yet. They also have this like purse size sanitizing spray, and both of these have been tested to kill 99.99% of germs. So have no fear using these. They do contain that 60% or greater alcohol that everyone is recommending for sanitizers. These come, you can buy them separate. I don't know like at this very moment if they're in stock, but I know that Young Living is always working on getting them back in, and I'll see them come in for, a couple minutes, couple hours, and then they'll sell out. So keep checking on them. They're in and out. If you want to be guaranteed to get them, you can also grab another starter kit because these come in the starter kits, and you need more oils anyways. Okay, so how do we feel about immune system? I think we're like okay there for now. So I'm going to switch over to emotional support that I promised in the title. We're going to talk about relaxation a little bit, releasing some anxiety and some stress around this time too. All right. So why I love oils for emotional support. Oils can help really promote feelings of relaxation, help you release negative emotions. They can help you calm down intense feelings, and they just help me get into a calm state so I can get restful sleep at night. So the way we accomplish these things with oils is to use either 2 or 3 of the application methods, which are, topical, aromatic, and ingestion. So getting oils into your system by any of those 3 routes will affect you on the cellular level, because the molecules in essential oils are small enough to pass through that blood-brain barrier and help your brain naturally release those negative emotions. So the easiest way to get an aromatic experience is really just to like sniff it out of the bottle while you're filling up your diffuser. And pretty sure everyone on here has a diffuser, but I'll just show you just in case. This is the Desert Mist. So the decorative cover comes off, the inside cone comes off. Fill it up with water up to the line in here. And then like even just like 1 or 2 drops of oil on top. And then close it back up. Cover, honestly, like you don't even need to have the decorative cover on. And in our kids' rooms, I don't put the decorative cover on because it's just one more piece that they can take off and throw around. So I just like put that in the drawer and keep it out of the way. And then you turn your diffuser on. So super easy. I have one literally like right by my face at bedtime. And I have a variety of oils that I keep by my bed, but the 2 that I use the most are Valor and Peace and Calming. Both of these come in the starter kit. They're so amazing, and even after all this time, and I got these 2 in my starter kit 5.5 years ago, I still just love these 2 so much. It's a toss-up whether which one goes in the diffuser and which one goes on me topically. I love them both. So Valor at night is amazing on the forearms. I like that because I'm a side sleeper, so I can smell it if I put it on my forearms. And then Peace and Calming too. This is really easy if you have a roller. Actually, I'll show you my roller here. So this is actually a stress away roller. But rolling oils on is super easy. getting them onto like your temples or the back of your neck. And I love that 2 of these roller tops come in the starter kit too. So if anyone needs to grab more of those, 2 of the AromaGlide fitments come in the starter kit now too, instead of 1, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so my go-to oils for relaxation. I already said Valor and Peace and Calming, Stress Away, frankincense. If you've never tried frankincense, a drop on the top of your head, right here, right in your like where your hair parts is awesome. Super, super great for focus and for calming. I like that one in the bath too with Epsom salts. Lavender, also awesome. And I would say like really all of these are gentle enough to use with children too. So if you have kids that you're trying to calm down, any of those 6 oils are going to be a good choice for their diffuser or to put on them topically. Let's see. Any questions about any of that while I look at what I'm looking at next here? Okay. All right, so the other oils that come in the kit that I also really like more for like daytime, for like lifting joy and lifting negative emotions when I'm not necessarily looking for that relaxation component as well. Citrus Fresh, that is such a cute puppy. All right, Citrus Fresh. I love any of these citrus oils because they do help you clear those negative emotions and help increase your joy. Lemon, for sure. Peppermint. You can come in. Here's Jill. Digest. I know for a lot of people, like anxiety and stress gives a little bit of stomach discomfort. So putting some Digest on topically can help. Also just putting a drop in a little bit of water and drinking that down. That can help a ton. Or if you don't like the way that Digest tastes, you can put it in a capsule, 2 or 3 drops in a capsule, and then just drink that down with water too. Super easy. Good idea for how to get that into your belly without having to taste it. Thieves, we talked about Thieves already. I really actually do like Thieves for de-stressing because the oils in there smell like Christmas time to me, and that's always a super fun time to just like be with family and relax and all that. So I like Thieves for that.
I have to interrupt because I have to tell you something interesting that I learned. Components that are in Thieves and Digest are also really good for stimulating your brain. So a lot of people talk about like use peppermint if you need to wake up or you feel foggy, but also Digest, which you wouldn't think like smelling Digest because it's not one that normally people are like, yeah, let me smell some Digest. But I heard that recently from somebody who is credible, and I was like, interesting. So I actually keep Digest by my desk, which I would anyway, but to smell.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna smell some Digest now. Let's see. Yep. I can totally see what you're talking about. Okay, the next one, Panaway. We love Panaway here. It's that like pain away oil, but I also just love how it smells. That really good wintergreen in there is that's really energizing and uplifting for me too. So I really like Panaway a lot. And then Raven, of course, Raven for the respiratory support. This has that wintergreen component in it too. And this one is great for clearing out your sinuses, especially now any sort of respiratory thing that's happening like gunky coughs and just being stuffed up and all of that. And the diffuser is awesome in the bath with lavender. Like if you are feeling like something's hitting you, a Raven and lavender bath is the best thing ever. Put those 2 together next time you get in. And then Raven in the diffuser too, or just like a good old fashioned steamer bowl, hot water in a bowl with 2 drops of Raven, and put a towel over your head and just breathe that in for like 5 or 10 minutes. That's amazing. Okay, any other tricks that I'm missing or not saying here that you guys want to share, go ahead and take over the audio or chat them in for us.
Well, there are so many, but those were good ones.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
for like anxiety attack, or if I'm just like really about to, the kids are just driving me nuts. I put a drop of frankincense under my tongue for that, and it's really helped calm me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome. That is a really good tip. Thank you, Jess. Anything else? No? Okay. All right. So that is all that I had planned to talk about. Did I answer your guys' questions about stress, anxiety, about boosting your immune system? If there's anything else that you guys want to circle back to, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, I don't need to keep you guys on. We've been about 25 minutes, which is great for just a short little get together. So no? All right. I'm going to let you guys all go then. Thank you for jumping on here with me tonight. It was fun to see some faces and to catch up with people.
Diana, we have a question.
Yes. Oh.
I don't know that you can see the chat.
I got to move my screen over. Can you talk about antioxidants a bit more? What specifically would you like to know about antioxidants? Let me come back up. Okay, so what happens when your body digests food? The natural way that your body breaks down food is it splits molecules apart. And when that happens, I don't know how much you know about like chemistry or like physical chemistry, but electrons like to be paired together. So when you break molecules apart, there is often one electron that goes over here and one electron that goes to the other side. So both of those molecules are now floating around with one unpaired molecule, and molecules are not happy being unpaired like that. So that's what is called a free radical. Well, they just kind of float around and then will like bump into other molecules and try to get paired up. But that's not really the way chemistry happens unless there's a catalyst to make a reaction happen and put those molecules back together again. So what antioxidants do, their job is really to just go around and collect those free radicals. So putting a stream of antioxidants into your body every day will just kind of keep that vacuum going, and they're going around and they're just finding those free radicals. So it's like I don't know, it's a really big process that happens, but that's kind of the gist of how it works in your body. So you can't just eat like a whole bunch of antioxidants one day and have like 0 the next day and then have like a whole bunch like a week later, because your body is constantly breaking down those food molecules and constantly creating free radicals. So you need to have a little bit of them every single day. Does that make sense? Okay. What daily supplements do I take? Oh, good Lord. I take a lot of supplements, but okay, the important ones, let me pull them out because the important ones are right here. Okay, so you saw the Ningxia Red. I drink Ningxia every single day. In my Ningxia goes Mindwise, a tablespoon of Mindwise, and 5 droppers of mineral essence. So honestly, I've been taking these now for a while. Even Mindwise, I really just don't even think it tastes bad at all anymore because I'm used to it. But mineral essence, you just get used to them. Mineral essence is like salty, and it's kind of weird the first couple times you take it, but it's totally fine. I put them in my first shot of Ningxia. So I put these both in my shot glass, and then I fill up the rest with a little bit of Ningxia, and then I drink that, and then I give myself another like 2 pours of Ningxia to get all the rest of that stuff out of my little shot glass, and then give myself that good taste of Ningxia after.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. It's totally fine, right? Like that's just how you do it. The other thing I take every day is Master Formula. This is Young Living's multivitamin. They used to have separate multivitamins for girls and guys. One was like Master Formula his, and one was Master Formula hers. But I am glad that they just went to one, because honestly, I think that all bodies need like pretty much the same things when it comes to micronutrients. So this has got you covered from like B vitamins, iron, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese. And you might look at this list and be like, I don't think I need all that stuff, but trust me, you do. I have been kind of a podcast junkie lately, and I've been listening to a lot of functional medicine podcasts. And the more I do that, the more I learn that the stuff that is in Master Formula is like the right form of the vitamins, and that they're from good sources. For example, the other day I was listening to a functional medicine podcast, and they were talking about vitamin D and how, people are sitting out in the sun all day because they think that they're soaking up all of this good stuff so their body can make the amount of vitamin D that they need. When actually your body cannot make all that much vitamin D if it doesn't also have enough magnesium. So here's magnesium in your Master Formula, making sure that you get not all that you need, because you should be getting the majority of your nutrients from the food that you eat, but Master Formula helps you fill all that stuff in. The other thing they said, that if your body isn't producing enough vitamin D, like here in Minnesota, like you're not out there with your back exposed to actually get enough sun exposure to make any significant amount of vitamin D in the winter, you need to take vitamin D as vitamin D3, not vitamin D2, which a lot of the like over-the-counter supplements are vitamin D2. And they were also saying, well, how do you get D3? They actually take it from, this is going to gross you out, they take it from like lamb glands, and not here though. So they were talking about like, what about like vegans and vegetarians? That's not going to fly with them, but they need D3. Well, Master Formula D3, it says it's from cholecalciferol, and these are vegetarian friendly. So I know that these, that this D3 is not taken from lamb glands, which is really awesome, right? So I just really like this one. It comes in these sachets where you have your 4, and I just take all 4 of them at the same time. If you want to, if you remember to, you can split them up and take them at different times, but honestly, you don't need to. They're packaged this way just because of the interaction between the different things that are in the capsules, that they don't want them all stored together because they can degrade each other. So they've broken them up to be the most stable this way in these 4 capsules, but you can absolutely ingest all 4 of them on their own. Let's see, 2 more things for me to grab for you.
Any guesses what she's going to come back with? I'm guessing.
Okay, I lied. I grabbed more than 2 things, like way more than 2 things. Some of these are just like specialty things though. They're not stuff that I take every single day. I would say if you are someone who is low on energy, that you need to add Super B. If you are someone who is pregnant or nursing, you need to have Super B. You need to take 3 Super Bs every single day. If you're low on energy, you could start with doing 1 or 2 right around that afternoon slump, and that is going to help you a ton. Omega Gies, if you're someone who does not eat enough foods that have omega-3s in them, you need to have Omega Gies for your supplement, because Omega Gies helps keep your brain healthy. It helps coat those nerve endings that fire the synapses between the sides of your brains, and it helps you send fast signals to and from all the parts of your body. So you need to have omega Jis. Inner defense, you need to have if you're feeling icky. Some people take like one inner defense every day, no matter what. And I don't do that. I only take it when I need it. If I feel something coming on, then I will start taking inner defense, and I will take one every 4 to 6 hours until I feel better without fail. I don't stop taking those until I feel better. If you're going to do that, you need to take Life 9, the probiotic. You can take 2 of those before bed as well. You should be taking probiotic. Oh, I didn't even get it because it's in the fridge. You should be taking 2 Life 9 every night anyways. Let's see. Super Cal Plus. If you're someone who is not getting enough of that vitamin D and calcium through your food, you need to have Super Cal Plus, because this is going to help protect your bones and maintain your bone density, especially if you're lifting weights. You need to have extra calcium and vitamin D. Super C. We take a lot of these. I don't take this every single day. I mean, I probably could. It doesn't hurt you at all. But Master Formula does have some vitamin C in it. But when we're sick, Super C is going down like candy. Like the chewables are so good too, that we're all over Super C in the wintertime especially. And the other things, so I have heard some Young Living speakers say that digestive enzymes, everyone needs to take them. And I think it more depends on like what your age is and what your situation is, and how long you have been like taking good care of your body and like eating good whole foods and all of that stuff too. Essential Zymes 4 is the supplement that that you want to just take on a regular basis. You can take it with every single meal to help your body digest and help break down the food that you're eating. So one serving is, sorry, I can't get this up. One serving is the tan capsule and the orange capsule. So you just can break that off. Like you can keep a couple of these in your purse or your jacket pocket or whatever. And then you just take those right before your meal. One of them is a time release. So they will help digest the foods that are broken down very quickly. Or sorry, one will go right away and one is time release. So they will work on both of like the different foods, ones that are digested quickly and then ones that take a little bit longer to move through your digestive system. And then the other thing that I don't think you need all the time, but good to have on hand for emergency situations, is Detoxzyme. This one is great, especially for people who are dairy intolerant and who are have a sensitivity to gluten. I would say like celiac, no, like don't mess around with this and like don't try to eat gluten. But if you say came off of 6 weeks of the Faster Way and didn't have dairy and gluten for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden you're like, I want to go have a pizza, you should probably be taking some Detoxzyme before you do, or it's going to cause you some big problems. Especially if you don't know for sure if you're gluten and dairy intolerant. You got to ease your body back into that. And Detoxzyme can help with that, because these have some extra enzymes in them that are not present in Essential Zymes 4, that are for kind of like those heavy hitting situations when you know you're having something that your body isn't going to like, but you really want to have it anyways. And then the Life 9, that's in the refrigerator too. Always. Okay. What was that? That was a lot of supplements. And I know I have a lot, but you know, like I said, I don't take all of them every day, but I love having them on hand if I need them. So, okay. That's it. Good.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So you said to take 2 Life 9s. Why do you take 2 Life 9s at night?
I take 2 because there's 17 billion active cultures in them, and some of the other like good probiotics that I've seen have 50 billion, but they're like the big capsules, like really big ones. So I just take 2 just to get closer to that number. I don't know for sure if it's the number of active cultures that you need, or just like the quality, but it doesn't hurt to take two.
Yeah.
And so I just like taking two of them. And I heard Lindsay Elmore say that she takes two. So, you know,
Ah, yeah.
follow Lindsay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes. Any other questions? Hiya, Jana. I never get to say hi to you. Okay. So I think that's it then. Let y'all go. Thanks for chatting.